What is up, Ninja? So today we're going to look at something very interesting. We're going to talk about viral videos and viral marketing, not only about which ones have worked in the past, but we are going to go through exactly why they work, and more importantly, we are going to go over the #1 secret tool that I use in my personal campaigns to establish virality and to get those social shares incredibly high for a very low cost. And so how we're going to do this first is we're going to talk about why viral videos go viral, right? So according to a TED Talks that I recently watched from the YouTube viral trend analyst, the lead person who basically goes through different trending videos on YouTube and evaluates that data to come up with the source and kind of how viral videos go viral, said that there's 3 factors, right? He said tastemakers or influencers. So when we're talking about, Friday by Rebecca Black, or if we're talking about, the double rainbow video, or some of the most famous viral videos that have appeared in the past, those actually came about from a simple tweet or a Facebook post from a tastemaker or an influencer like Jimmy Kimmel. So what we also need, guys, is community participation. So if you noticed, if you ever watched the double rainbow video or the Rebecca Black video singing about Friday, that terrible song that everyone hated, but 300 million people watched, something that you'd notice about it is that the community was incredibly involved. And what I mean by that is, the very next day or week after that happened, the double rainbow, there was EDM remixes of it, right? Rebecca Black sang about Friday. Within a week, there was, YouTube influencers and people out there who had created videos and songs about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? Every other day of the week. And so when people are involved in the virality of the video or the topic, they're going to be personally interested because, as everyone knows, the #1 thing everyone on earth is interested in is their own lives. So if they can be personally involved, then they're going to be much more interested. And when people are interested, they put time into things, they share things with their friends, right? Look at what I did. And it kind of just tumbles from there in a snowball effect. And so the third thing that, according to the YouTube trend lead data scientist, that a viral video needs is unexpectedness. So when I think of unexpectedness, I think of, the Old Spice commercial where he's wearing a shirt and all of a sudden it tears off and he has a shell that appears out of nowhere that has, pouring out pearls, and all the different aspects of that specific ad campaign was very unexpected, right? I think of Squatty Potty. I think of, maybe it's a useful product. I don't personally use it or have much experience, but it's a very difficult product from a marketing perspective. How do you actually market a small stool that you use for pooping in a way that people are actually going to resonate with? And they did it in a very ingenious way if you actually think about it, right? So a lot of people who kind of saw that video that came out recently of the unicorn, with the pooping out rainbow sherbet, most people probably wouldn't even have associated that with Squatty Potty, but the virality and the sharing of just such a strange puppet of this super, kind of trippy looking unicorn and rainbow sherbet on an assembly line, right? Everyone is it's incredibly unexpected, and they did a genius job of marketing kind of a taboo, under the table type product that people don't normally like talking about, and they did it in a very viral way. Right, and so this happens with YouTube and with social media because the old media, of the past with Hollywood, where kind of anybody who wanted to get exposure to the big time from a mass population perspective would kind of need to be greenlit, right? You'd have to become an actor or be famous in some type of celebrity sense, whether you're a musician or an actor or whatever the case may be. But nowadays with the new media, right, we own it. We define it. People out there, the community defines what becomes popular and what becomes viral, and that is what the beautiful part about YouTube, right? And so what sticks with people is stories. People don't like, hearing about the features of a TV. People don't like hearing about the features of a Squatty Potty and how, it increases your colon health. What people like is being entertained, right? With so many different sources of media and advertising constantly barraging people every single day of their life, nobody is interested in direct sales anymore, right? Direct sales or, product feature exposés just simply don't work. What does work is inciting, very intense emotion, whether it's laughter, right? Fear, suspense. You have to think to yourself, a multi-hundred-million-dollar, billion-dollar industry is the movie industry. Why are certain movie genres popular, year after year after year? And it's because they incite powerful emotions. Right, so let's look at a few examples of viral marketing campaigns that have gone viral and why, right? And just a little tip before we do that, use what works, guys. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't try to, kill yourself coming up with a brand new topic. Look at other successful campaigns, understand why they're working, right? And then apply those same ideas to your product or service. So let's take a quick look at a few of these. This is an interesting one. Right, Carrie, the movie kind of about the graduation with the supernatural girl. Let's take a quick look. So, she gets spilled on in a coffee shop. It's very real, right? And then all of a sudden, she has psychokinetic powers, and it's literally scaring these people to death because they've never seen anything like this. They're just at coffee with their morning, cup of joe, and it really works very well, right? Because people aren't used to seeing that. It's kind of the shock factor. Again, like the YouTube trend data scientist mentioned, the unexpectedness, right? The fear, the suspense, the true emotional reactions of those people in the coffee shop really resonates with people more so than just your conventional movie trailer. So it's a very unique spin on a age-old topic, right? Which is advertising a new movie. So again, let's take a look at this next one. So LG is coming out, right? They're popular for TVs and things like that. It gives you a really cool view of this elevator, and they make a really beautiful animation, right, to show off their lifelike screens. Again, inciting emotion in these people, and when people see these intense emotional reactions, they picture themselves there, and they can't wait to share it with their friends. They say, how scary would this be if you were in this elevator and it looked like the floor was falling out from under you? So instead of saying, here's our brand new LG screen, it has all these pixels, it has all these great features that other TVs have, right, which doesn't resonate with anyone. No one says, okay, I feel an emotional attachment towards that TV because it has 2,000 more pixels than this other TV, right? What people remember is stories. That is how things go viral. That is how things get shared. That is how you reach a huge audience for, very minimal advertising costs. So again, right, these people are really genuinely scared, and they're laughing, right? The Red Bull Stratos commercial, the Red Bull Stratos experiment was a beautiful example, right? This is about a drink, but no one actually thinks about Red Bull as a drink, right? No one is thinking about the thirst quenching, right, or anything to do with that. What they're thinking about is extreme sports, and Red Bull has done a fantastic job over the years associating itself with extreme sports, right? Everyone in the world is talking about this. It's a world record, right? It's incredibly visually appealing video, right? A man literally falling from space in a way that no one's ever done before, and people associate Red Bull with that incredible, achievement and fear, and they did it with, without directly selling, any nutritional benefits or energy benefits of their actual energy drink. They're literally just sponsoring the event in the same way that GoPro, has cornered itself in the extreme sport niche. And so this is another great example that we'll look at really quickly. Volvo demonstrating the precision of dynamic steering, right? So if you saw this commercial, you might literally be like, oh my gosh, this guy's gonna fall, he's gonna get so hurt, right? But you might not directly associate this with precision steering. And so when you're revealing, what the purpose of this specific advertisement is, it's a really powerful emotion, and it's a powerful memorization technique, right? Because people are like, oh, that is what this is trying to portray. I literally felt scared that his feet are gonna slip and he's gonna get incredibly hurt, right? But when I think about it and say, oh, okay, they're trying to portray the message that their precision steering is so accurate and so foolproof that there is actually no danger for this guy, because there's, their wheel axles are so pure and so straight, right? And so let's take a look at these last two. Pepsi Max, right? This is a very intense one. I think most people kind of can associate themselves with taking a test drive, which is another important aspect of viral marketing, right? You want to be able to, inspire your audience to be able to put themselves in the shoes of the person in the, video or expose or advertisement or whatever it is, right? And so this is the craziest test drive of this guy's life, and it's all because of Pepsi Max. right? And so this final one, kind of the twerk fail that a lot of people have seen, right? She's twerking. It's kind of a funny thing in general, right? It's a ridiculous form of dance, and then she gets lit on fire. And then the video was staged, right? And so we see Jimmy Kimmel, again, a genius when it comes to marketing and when it comes to actually, putting out these videos that get these huge viewerships, right? And so those are some really good examples of why things go viral. And so this last one that I want to point out, I think a lot of people have probably seen as well.
The genius of this
the Dos
campaign is
Equis.
its ability to make us laugh, while also making us envious of the character's lavish lifestyle.
Right, and so one thing that's important to understand here is you can't just, show how amazing this guy's life is, because that generates jealousy from a lot of people, right? And then they'll form resent towards this particular product or advertising campaign. But what the genius of Dos Equis is they actually, associate the laughter by kind of using like the Chuck Norris memes, right? Just like the super ridiculous statements that are, so ridiculous that it's funny, and so you are subconsciously envious of, his life and the life that is associated with drinking Dos Equis in the conventional sense of, sex sells, advertising with beer and, beautiful women and things like that, but you're not resentful because of the laughter factor.
If he were to punch you in the face, he would have to fight off the strong urge to thank him.
In a world
right, so if he was going to punch you in the face, you'd thank him. So it's so ridiculous.
That there's an alternative lager out there for those who are looking to class things up every now and then.
He once had an awkward moment just to see how it feels.
He once had an awkward moment just to see how it feels, right? And the next one is what we were talking about before, the Old Spice campaign. And so those are some examples of viral video marketing that has really worked, right? It's important to understand why that works, and then it's important to actually apply it to your own campaign. So let's take a look at a cool tool that I like to use called BuzzSumo. So for those of you who don't know what BuzzSumo is, it's a very cool software service that basically shows you how often people share specific topics, the platforms that they share these, and the backlinks if you are trying to, increase your SEO or your search engine optimization. But the reason that we are going to use it today is to kind of establish, based on, whatever keyword for the product or service you're selling, right? If you're writing a blog post and you're trying to establish some virality there, trying to get a, video on YouTube or any type of media that you're creating, you need to know what type of media related to what you want to go viral is actually currently going viral. So if we search on BuzzSumo entrepreneurship, we can see a couple of very cool things. We can see that for 12 scientifically proven ways to reinvent yourself has been shared on Facebook 2.4 thousand times, on LinkedIn 483, Twitter 572, right? Pinterest and total. So we can see how to make a fortune with $100. We can see super communication, 10 must-see TED Talks that will make you take action. We can see a lot of these different things. More importantly, we can see what type of articles or videos are going viral, and we can actually narrow this down a little bit further. So we can go by country, right? Let's say that you're living in Germany or Australia or wherever you are, and you're trying to establish a blog presence, or you're trying to make some of your videos or advertising for your product go viral. You can narrow it down by country, right? You can also narrow it down by content type. So let's say that you're only interested in YouTube, then you can uncheck everything and just do video, right? If you're doing a blog post, maybe you can uncheck everything and just do articles. It's also interesting that you can actually filter by the time here. So you can see in the last 24 hours on the web what articles have actually gone viral with Facebook engagements, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, right? Become a millionaire with these 7 habits, $1 million habits, entrepreneur books, right? The perfect entrepreneurial attitude. So that's just one example of how you can kind of see things that are, trending from a viral perspective related to any specific keywords, product, service, or, any type of thing, media that you are trying to establish in a viral sense. You can also see trending now, right? So obviously Charlottesville, as of mid-August, is obviously very much in the news. Trump is always in the news. He's a very viral topic, whether or not you like him. He is probably the most talked about person in the world. A lot of different political topics, topics that are very polar in one way or another generally have a very viral ability about them. So, whether it's gun control, abortion, marijuana, legalization of marijuana, politics, things that people have very strong opinions on and very strong personal emotional connections to tend to go viral much easier, because people will always want to share their personal opinions, and people love, arguing and disagreeing, especially on the internet where nobody can actually see each other or have any awkward confrontations, right? And so let's just take another look just to kind of narrow things down. So if we search social media instead of entrepreneurship, we can see 107,000 engagements on Facebook for a Twitter vigilante is outing Charlottesville rally racist, right? And so this is kind of related to, anonymous showing the Western Baptist Church those people's personal addresses and emails, so people could really, reach out to them in a personal sense for some of the hateful things that they were portraying. Obama tolerance tweet becomes most liked. Cole White fired as Twitter names and shames protesters, right? All of these different things, 24 photos revealing the essence of beautiful life on social media. It's just a really good way to see what type of articles are going viral, understanding why they're going viral, and then, emulating that same type of thing in your own personal, campaigns. And so now we are getting into the actual pragmatic part, right? So we showed you BuzzSumo, we showed you how to figure out what is going viral related to any topic, how to emulate that, and, base your own titles and your own content on those same topics to try to, piggyback off some of that virality. We showed you how to look at trending topics, in relation to the amount of shares on the internet. Now we are going to show you the secret in the tool shed, right? So Gleam.io, guys, if you don't know about it, you need to know about it. I've used Gleam.io in the past on different campaigns to generate 10,000 person email lists for only a few $100s. And the people out there who have built email lists in the past, if you can build a 10,000 person email list for a couple of $100 of very targeted people who are very likely to participate, whether they're going to buy your products or they're going to, purchase your course, or they're going to subscribe to you on YouTube. If you're trying to create a following, right, you don't always have to initially sell a product to make a ton of money and make a huge impact, right? A lot of the people who are really killing it out there on, these type of internet marketing campaigns understand that, down the line marketing, email drip marketing, you establish a relationship and rapport with someone up at the beginning, and maybe it's costing you and is a negative it is a negative cost at first. You spend $200, you don't make any money back, but then you initiate an email sequence that gets you, $10, $20, $30, $50,000 in sales down the line, right? So don't always be, in such a hurry. And let's talk about how to use Gleam and how I personally am using it for this video and to increase my YouTube presence, right? So I am going to give away 5 $1,000 Amazon gift cards. And I'm actually going to do it, right? Part of the reason that I made this video on viral marketing is to kind of get the word out, right? So if you guys are interested in a $1,000 gift card, definitely make sure you check out the link in the description. A shameless plug, right? But I'm going to teach you exactly how to use Gleam.io in the meantime, right? So we're going to give away 5 $1,000 Amazon gift cards, but I'm going to teach you how to use Gleam and how to apply this same viral marketing technique to any type of product service, or if you're trying to generate a following, right? We're going to show you exactly how to do that. So we're going to set up a brand new campaign in Gleam.io, right? I'm currently using the pro version, which is $39 a month, which is very inexpensive, right? Let's recreate the campaign that I was making just to show you guys how easy it is, right? So we're going to call this one $1,000 Amazon gift cards giveaway bonanza, right? And so terms and conditions, they have some general terms and conditions. If you guys want to look into that, you can definitely just add those in. Locations and languages, right? So we're going to choose English as our language. We're going to choose CAPTCHA, right? So people can't use bots and stuff to generate thousands and thousands of listings. The Google CAPTCHA actually prevents that. Right, so we're going to put user details, minimum age we don't care about, allow users to like a Facebook page. Right, so we're going to use my personal Facebook page here, just so people can actually go and like that. And we are going to allow logins with email, Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, Twitter. right? I can't imagine somebody signing in with SoundCloud, but it doesn't really matter. Right, and we are going to increase the amount of data that we're collecting from these people, right? So we could set it up that all they would have to do is just like a Facebook post, and it would give them an entry. But how I want to do it is get the most bang for my buck. So people do not mind putting their first and last name and their email address. This is amazing for a couple of reasons, right? Because if you're going to pay for Aweber or any of the other email autoresponders where you can collect people's email addresses, you're going to be paying 20, 30, 40, up to 150 or even more money for those autoresponder services where you're collecting emails, right? Gleam.io actually allows you to collect full names and emails that you can export into email autoresponders where you can send email follow-up campaigns, right? And it allows you to do this all in the same package that you're actually, what you're really paying for with Gleam.io is the viral capability of spreading the word about your, specific product or service via a contest, but you're also at the same time collecting a very targeted email list to later use, right? So we're adding our Facebook page that they can log in with whatever, right? The custom fields that we are going to collect before they can submit their entry is a full name and email. And this is the special delicious part, right? This is where the magic happens, guys. Add a way to enter. So basically what this is every time you do a certain action, right? You could like a Facebook page and you get 5 entries. You could subscribe to a YouTube channel and you get 10 entries. The more entries you get, the more chance you have to win, right? So if somebody subscribes to my Snapchat, right? They add me on Twitch, Tumblr, Viral Share. So if they subscribe to my newsletter, if they do a file upload, if they do every single one of these things, right? Let's say that I offered every single one, then they'd have hundreds and hundreds of entries, and their chance to win a real $1,000 Amazon gift card would be significantly higher, right? And so if it takes 10 seconds to add me on Snapchat, it takes 10 seconds, 5 seconds to subscribe to a YouTube channel or watch a YouTube video, right? That's 15 seconds, and you have a very large chance of actually winning $1,000 Amazon gift card, right? And the more enticing and related and valuable the giveaway prize is, the more likely people are actually to enter into your contest. And the funny thing about human nature, guys, is that people kind of assume, everyone's probably entering that. I'm not even going to enter it because there's no way I'd win, right? But Gleam.io gives you an advantage. People who are willing to put the work in to, additionally share this specific giveaway contest have more and more opportunity to actually win it, which means that they're willing to do these things, right? And so what's important for me, for my specific one, right, is Facebook. You could have a Facebook entry, visit a Facebook page, view a post, right? Let's do visit on Facebook. So we're gonna do we're gonna visit my Facebook page, get people kind of a little bit interested, right? And how many entries is this worth? Let's say it's worth 5 entries, right? It's somewhat important to us, but it's not the most important, right? This specific campaign is set up to kind of bring attention to my YouTube channel and get people to subscribe, right? Because my life goal is to enable people to leave the corporate grind and the 9-to-5 slavery behind and create wealth using online means from anywhere in the world on their computer, right? And so the more people who are subscribed to me on YouTube, the more people I can reach and the more people I can free from corporate slavery, right? So we're gonna make it worth 5. After registering, give the user an option to complete entry, like the page, right? After visiting, complete entry, right? So when they complete entry, they're filling out that full name and email address. So we're collecting an email here, and we're also getting them to view my Facebook page simultaneously. So it's 2 for 1. Right? And so we're going to have a visit on Facebook. The most importantly, we're going to subscribe to channel, right? And we're going to use our sub confirmation YouTube link. And if you guys don't know what that is, it basically, when you actually enter it, and this is my own channel, so it won't work in the same way, but it would pop up a little notification here with a subscribe that kind of takes up the whole page, and people are much more likely to actually subscribe rather than just giving them my generic channel. Right, so we're going to give them the sub confirmation link. We're going to throw that into our subscribe to channel link. We're going to make this worth 10 entries because we want it to be, as this is probably the most important one. And so we're going to make that worth 10 entries. And I put this in the wrong place, so we're going to put the title here. That Lifestyle Ninja channel, right? And we can add our own icon if we want. We could make the color different, right? We're not going to worry about all that. But you know, you can do watch a video on Vimeo, right? We can do Snapchat, Kickstarter if you're doing a promotional giveaway there. If you want people to follow your Instagram page, right? Pretty much the possibilities are endless here, guys. And so I'm not going to show you, you know, a million different ones. We are just going to show you kind of the options, how easy it is to set these up, right? The prize again is 5 $1,000 Amazon gift cards, and this is actually a real giveaway. $1,000 Amazon gift cards, and we're giving away 5 of them, right? Number of winners 5, right? The description, we could give a little synapse, right? We're giving away 5 $1,000 digital gift cards to Amazon that you can apply instantly via code to your own Amazon account, right? Get free toilet paper for 10 years or whatever you spend the $1,000 on, right? And so this is the one that I already kind of set up just to show people, you know, what it kind of looks like. So this is the actual promotion itself, right? We have a little video that we did, 5 $1,000 Amazon gift cards. And the ways that you can actually enter are subscribing to our YouTube channel, watching a YouTube video, watching our free webinar, downloading our product research checklist, and visiting the Kevin David official Facebook page, right? And so this is powered by Gleam. People are just going to react to this. It's what they do, right? People want free things. The beauty of Gleam and giveaways and contests is you're not just saying, you know, sending out an email that says, hey, subscribe to my YouTube, right? You can make it as clever as you want, but people aren't incentivized to do it. People are incentivized here because they want to win that $1,000 gift card. And there's 5 people who win, which, you know, is obviously, you know, a lot more than just one person. So the likelihood is much higher. And if people do all 5 things, right, they're not only getting exposed to my content and, you know, being a part of the Ninja Lifestyle family, you know, learning how to create income streams on the internet, right? But they're also getting more and more chances to win. So this is how you set up a Gleam.io campaign. And the last thing that I want to do, guys, when we are still here, is take a look at some of the campaigns that have been incredibly successful with Gleam and how you can kind of replicate that, right? So this is not just for subscribing to YouTube. This could be for an Amazon physical product business, right? And so this specific guy started a beard oil campaign. So he was going to give away his beard brand oil collection to a new winner every day for 7 days, right? And so he probably values this at, you know, probably $100 or $70 or whatever he sells this for, you know, but it doesn't cost him near that. Okay, here we go. Retails for $70, but it probably costs him, you know, $3 to make from his manufacturer. So even if he gives away, you know, 100 of these, that's still only $300 in cost, right? And he's getting a ton of exposure, interactions, and email signups for that $300, right? And so as you can see here, he's having, you know, thousands of different entries, following Beard Brand on Instagram, signed up for the newsletter, right? They like the Beard Brand on Facebook, and these people all just become part of the infrastructure following an ecosystem of your brand, and you're doing it for an incredibly cheap cost, right? So he timed it perfectly. He did it in November, which is typically Movember, No Shave November, right? He had all of these different things. Sign up for our newsletter. Check out beardbrand.com so you can pixel people by going to your website, and then you can, you know, retarget them using Facebook ads. And if you guys don't know how to do that, definitely make sure you check out my Facebook advertising video. We teach you all about, you know, from beginner to advanced Facebook advertising, how to retarget people if they do visit your website, right? You initiate them into your email sequence, doing them upsells, right? Telling them about deals, giving them discounts, like the Beard Brand on Facebook, right? If people like your Facebook page, you can create custom audiences out of those people who do express interest in your Facebook page. You can then create lookalike audiences based off those custom audiences, and then you can, you know, further target them based on popular beard brands. The opportunities, guys, are endless. Build Instagram followings, Twitter, check out a YouTube video, right, and place an order, right? So if somebody places an order on beardbrand.com, then you can give them 50 points or 100 points, right? Because you're actually profiting, and once you have a customer who's bought from you once, becoming a repeat customer is significantly easier, right? Eric was able to generate additional exposure for the campaign by allowing users to tweet or get additional entries for referring their friends via a unique link, right? So if people refer their friends via a unique link, they get additional entries. So I think you guys are starting to get the power and the virality of this, right? 19,580 total entries, and all it cost him was, a $70 retail giveaway for 7 straight days, right? Which really cost him 7, probably times $3 to $5. We're going to say at most he spent $35, maybe $70 on 20,000 entries, which is, email addresses, Facebook, YouTube views, Instagram followers. It's truly a viral thing of beauty, and I'm so happy that it's still a, somewhat of a hidden gem, so I can use it, significantly more before everybody finds out about how amazing it is. So the last thing that we're going to look at is the green belly case study. So Chris Cage quit his corporate job back in 2012 to backpack through Asia, right? So a man of my heart. I did the same exact thing, but in 2015, right? And he founded the Green Belly Meal to Go brand, right? And so prepackaged meals with all of your daily nutritional environments, and he was doing this on a budget, right? He was trying to drive awareness to his product, and he really only had $75 to do this, right? And so his thinking, he wanted to increase the overall price value, make the price package more desirable by including multiple products from different vendors, increase the reach of the campaign since partners would also be promoting it, right? So not only was it his Green Belly meals, but he also partnered with, a sock brand, a sleeping bag brand, and then through that he was able to increase the value of the overall package, so people were more likely to participate, more likely to share, more likely to really, do all of the different giveaway tasks that gained them additional entries. Right, and so he got 17,302 entries, right? And if that's an email list, if you get 10% of people to buy, all of a sudden, right, you have 1,700 sales, and it costs you $75 to get that, right? And those are just your current sales. From those 17,302 entries, you're going to have a ton of different follow-up sales in the future. You're going to have a ton of different upsell opportunities, and you're going to have a ton of new people, most importantly, in your ecosystem who are now aware of your brand. And if you have a quality brand and you stand for something real and you have a true passion about your business, then it's going to show. People are going to tell their friends about it. Word of mouth marketing all of a sudden starts, and you have a true viral marketing campaign on your hands. So I hope you guys realize how interesting and how amazing and how powerful this truly is, right? We talked about viral videos, why they become viral, how you can replicate that, right? How to use past, successful viral marketing campaigns as inspiration for your own campaigns. We talked about BuzzSumo, how to tell what's shared on the internet and how to use that knowledge of what is becoming viral on the internet to base your own content around, to kind of take advantage of those trends. And we talked about Gleam.io, which is an amazing way to start viral giveaways, to get people into your overall ecosystem, to get email addresses, to get YouTube views, to get Instagram followers, to get Facebook likes. Everything that we mentioned, all of that social interaction is a huge plus for your business. So if you guys are interested, definitely make sure that you check out the Amazon giveaway. That is 100% real. We are going to give away 5 $1,000 Amazon gift cards that are going to be sent to people immediately, right? Don't think that you can't win, because I promise you definitely can. And I can't wait to give away, all 5 of these and see people's reactions, because it's such an amazing thing when you can give somebody, a $1,000 gift card to Amazon, which is basically cash, as we all know, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe, because I'm going to keep putting out the absolute best content on how to make money and how to be successful on the internet and leave your corporate job behind you forever. So we will see you next time, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video on how to make a viral marketing campaign.